Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of The Sauce. You can see I'm celebrating that Eagles cash last night. There was a lot of people pissed off about the ending of that game. Public was heavy on Tampa. But you know what? We held strong. We stayed on Philly. We got the W. And I refuse to apologize for it. We also cashed on South Alabama. Had a nice little perfect 1-0 night on college football. But a new week is here. In this video, we're talking Texas, Oklahoma State. Big Big 12 game. Huge Big 12 game. Let's go.
Welcome to The Sauce. The Sauce. The Sauce. Hey, get the sauce.
All right, so like I said, we got Oklahoma State on the road at Texas, and we got the Longhorns laying 5.5 points here. But look at all this action. Everyone's on Oklahoma State. 88% of the money on the Cowboys as of Tuesday morning early. Yo, check this out, though. So the money stays on Oklahoma State, but look at the books reacting to it. Line goes from 5.5 down to 5 to 4.5. We are all the way down to Texas -4 now. Now that the line's down to 4, there's definitely some sharps out there hitting Texas. So although the sharps were heavy on Oklahoma State up at that 5.5 number, it looks like at 4 they might be a little split. So let's cap this game. If you subscribe to this channel, you already know the first step of running the numbers through the spreadsheet. According to the analytics, the line for this game should be Texas -9 and change. I think it was 9.57. So a huge lean on Texas there. Well, huge. 5-point lean on Texas there according to the analytics. All right, let's run through a quick breakdown of this game. Texas obviously coming off one of the craziest football games we've seen this entire college football season. I believe they blew an 18-point fourth quarter lead, if not fourth quarter, late in the third. We all watched it. We had Oklahoma and got a crazy last-second cover, Oklahoma -3.5. And we're going to take a little bit of a deeper look at that game because let's be honest, Texas didn't deserve to win. They had 2 interceptions, a block punt on the 5, a couple of huge plays, and still lost by a touchdown. Oklahoma rushed for 339 yards in that game. The Texas had no answer for Oklahoma's rushing game. And the Sooners have been struggling to establish a run game this season. They could not be stopped at Texas last week. And now you're going to bring in Oklahoma State, who in the last 3 weeks have been running the ball really well. And it's a good thing the Cowboys have been running the ball because that's an absolute must for that offense. I know they have 3-year starter Spencer Sanders at quarterback, and I like Spencer Sanders. He's a good athlete, could definitely make some plays, but I feel like this kid just isn't developing that much. I mean, hear me out. Are we not saying the same exact thing about Spencer Sanders now that we were for his freshman year? Good athlete, makes some plays, but can't hold on to the football. This kid just cannot hold on to the football, man. In his first 2 years starting at Oklahoma State, this kid had 31 turnovers. 31 in just 20 games. That's a lot. Now, he seemed to be off to a better start this year, but last week against Baylor, he threw 3 interceptions. All that being said about Spencer Sanders, I actually think he'll be okay this week because Oklahoma State should have no problem running the football in Texas. You saw what Oklahoma did. The question is Oklahoma State's defense, as good as it is, it's good, can it contain this all of the sudden explosive as hell Texas Longhorn offense? Casey Thompson, yo, I'm not going to come out and say he's the best quarterback in the Big 12, but he is damn close, for real. This offense seems to get better and better every week, and although they got beat by Oklahoma last week, that offense made some plays, man. It is explosive. They got that rookie receiver, I can't think of his name. Bijan Robinson, we already knew before the season. Probably the best back in the entire country, and he's rolling. My favorite thing that I saw out of the Texas offense last week against Oklahoma was the versatility, man. I mean, Casey Thompson can throw a deep ball. Throws a nice deep ball. Meanwhile, they could also beat you between the tackles and just hand it off to Bijan Robinson. They could beat you like that. Also, they could beat you in the flats. They have some athletes on the outside. Just get them the ball in some space. They can score on you in several different ways. Now, I know a lot of people are huge on Oklahoma State's defense, but I have to ask, what offense has this defense stopped where you're so big on it? They beat Baylor last week at home, and that is a good win. Baylor's a solid team, but other than that, I mean, they beat Kansas State also at home. Kansas State didn't even have Skylar Thompson in, their quarterback and by far their best player. I mean, they played Boise State the week before that. That game was on the road, and they should have lost that game, man. They won by 1 point and they blocked the 36-yard field goal as time expired. I think it was as time expired, but they blocked a 36-yard field goal to win it. So it actually should have lost to Boise State. So as you may have guessed from this video, I'm going with the Longhorns here. I'm riding with Casey Thompson. I'm riding with Bijan Robinson in the offense. I do think Oklahoma State's defense will give them some problems, which is why I probably will take the under as well. We'll see. But overall, I'm happy to fade the public here. I'm happy to lay 4 points. Give me Texas -4 on a rebound game off of Oklahoma. As far as the final ticket goes, I want to see how the books react to this Texas money coming in. If this goes back up to 4.5, I think it'll definitely be on the final ticket. We'll see. Speaking of which, final ticket posted on KyleKirms.com at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. It'll have my top 3 bets, my top 5 bets, my top 7 bets for the day. Every single bet I'm making for the entire day. Bet of the day and parlay of the day, all posted on one sheet, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time, KyleKirms.com. Also, if there's any crazy changes, last minute injury updates, money shifts, line movement, anything like that, I'll definitely put it on my Twitter, Instagram story, and Facebook. So make sure you check those platforms before you place your bets. College football week 7. It's week 7 already. Holy shit. Let's bounce back. Last weekend was terrible, but we're off to a good start. We had a nice Thursday night. Hopefully we have a nice Friday night tonight. Let's make some money. I'll talk to you on Twitter.